No, so stick it. But B43 for sure.
Okay. Oh, this is one. Sorry, terrible one.
There you go. Going out.
Cheers, Cal.
Yep. There we go, Neil. Mm. All right. Well, here we are. Season 4, episode 11. One wasn't really planned.
Mm-mm.
You only see two of us, so that only means one of two things. Someone backed out on us in the last second, and we have to do it by ourselves. Or we have a really cool guest on Zoom, and it's thankfully it's the latter. And we have Jason Singer joining us from Michigander, which couldn't be more excited to have you here with us. So thanks for joining us, Jason.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Jason. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. So how you doing on this fine Sunday afternoon?
I'm just chilling. I'm having a good time. I'm at home. I worked on some music this morning. I just drank a green juice.
Nice.
It was good.
Nice. So you're obviously we're from Michigan originally, but you call Nashville home now, huh?
Yeah, I've lived down here for like 4 years, 5 years,
Okay.
5 years.
Nice.
Yeah, time is flying by as it does.
Well,
yeah,
it really does. And that's what I was just saying to Neil before we started, because he was the one that actually was like, hey, you have to check out this band, Michigander. And I put in the notes, it was probably 5-6 years ago. It's probably closer to like 8, maybe even 9 at this point.
Oh, wow.
And then I remember shortly after that actually hearing one of your songs on 1071 in Ann Arbor.
Yeah, they're
You know,
awesome.
and then that's the beauty of digital music, is then you can kind of dig into it.
Yes.
And the one thing about you is like you've been grinding for over a decade, right?
12 years, I guess, is what I did the math, I think, yesterday, and I was kind of like, oh man, that's a long time. So I'm just gonna tell myself it's not that that long. But yeah.
So I mean that's 12 years as Michigander, but I'm assuming your musical journey started way before that, right? Or
Yeah, I think I started playing guitar when I found a guitar in my dad's closet when I was 11, like just like an old Yamaha guitar. He didn't really play much, but he knew how to play, and he taught me a couple things, and I just kind of, I took that that guitar, and I bought like a big poster with chord chart, and like laid it out on my bed and like leaned over it and started to try to like just learn some chords. But I don't think it was like until I was like in high school that I like maybe like even senior year that I was like, I'll maybe try to write some songs. I had like little bands with my friends, but yeah, it was probably like 20 or 2009 probably is when I started trying to like write songs. But I'm still learning how to do that.
right.
It's an ever learning process. But
So you said Michigander, so that was about 2014, Kalamazoo. Is that where you're originally
Yeah.
from? You were there for school, or
I'm originally from the Midland Saginaw area.
okay.
Okay.
A little town called Freeland.
Yep.
And then in 14, in 2014, I like met some buddies who lived in Kalamazoo, and they were like, you should come live here. And a friend offered up a free spot for me to crash. I was like, okay, this is cool. I'll just like do this and figure out music stuff. And I just kind of like bummed around there for like a year and a half. And then I moved back to Midland. And then a couple years later, I moved back to Kalamazoo. And then, the band existed. Like the band existed the whole time. Like, 2014 is when I was like, I need to call it something instead of just my name. Because I feel like solo projects kind of get lost in the mix. And so I moved to Kalamazoo. I played all the bars and breweries, and I see you got a Founders beer there. I remember going up to Grand Rapids and doing like their open mic night whenever I could, and doing stuff at like Bell's and everything around Kalamazoo. And then I lived there for a while. And that's really, I feel like that was like a really formative place for me. I think I lived there from like early 2018 to through 2020. And then I lived in Detroit for a year before moving to Nashville.
Oh, okay.
So I've been all over the place.
All right,
But
nice.
Michigan is home, and I will definitely want to move there again.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, one can always dream, right? But that's after you finish all these tours and album drops and everything else that go
Yeah.
along with it. So when you were in Kalamazoo, I have to ask because one, me and Neil used to go there quite a bit because we had friends at Western,
Oh,
when
heck
we were
yeah.
at University of Detroit. But are you familiar at all with the bar Shakespeare's there?
Yeah, we played there a lot. Yeah.
No shit. So do you know Ted Videla?
I don't think
He's the
so.
owner of the place. He
I
likes.
don't think I ever met him. I met this guy
Okay.
named Charlie. He used to book the place.
Okay, I got you.
And we used to, that was like the nice little venue that we got to play in Kalamazoo. It had like a it was cool, you know. It was like the step up from the other places we got to play.
Right. So
Nothing
yeah, this
fancy, but it just, it was nice.
nice. But yeah, Ted's a dude I actually played soccer with and ended up going to high school with, and
Oh
he
wow.
went to Western, I think, moved back to Detroit, and on a whim was like, you know what, moved back to Kalamazoo, bought that place, and
Oh
I
wow.
guess it's been like a fixture ever since. I haven't been there yet, so I want to go check it out. But it's cool.
How long has he owned it?
I want to say pretty much from the start.
Oh wow.
It's him
Okay.
and I think him and a buddy. It was in it's Shakespeare's, but I believe that was the old company that sold like bathroom fixtures or something. And
Yeah,
then they kind
I
of
think
kept
it
the
is
name and
something.
turned it into
Yeah.
this pretty cool place, from what I understand. That's
I think
awesome.
you're
You played there.
Yeah, yeah. No, I really liked that place. That was I always forget about that spot, but I always had a good time.
That's awesome.
Good
So yeah,
time.
me and Neil have been pretty familiar with you from, I wouldn't say from the start, but very early on. But we finally got to see you live and actually not last November. We just talked
Yeah.
November of 24. It was almost two
Whoa,
years ago now at
that's
St.
flying by.
Andrews.
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah, that was
we were just
awesome.
talking about the time flying by. I'm like,
Yeah,
that was just last year. He's like, no, I looked it up. It was 24. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
that was such a
crazy.
cool show, man.
yeah, that
Oh,
was
thanks.
badass.
Thank you. That was like,
We got to sit we were on the balcony up there.
Uh-huh.
We
oh,
had nice, good sound. I mean, it sounds good there anywhere, but you guys fucking jammed.
So
oh, thanks.
is it still primarily the same band from day one, or
Oh no,
no?
it's not.
Okay.
It is, for lack of better terms, a solo project, but
Okay.
Sure.
uh, the guys who've been playing with me right now, who are all Michigan guys, we got Jake Lamond on guitar, we got Aaron Senor on drums, and Connor Robertson on bass, and sometimes our buddy Dylan Grantham plays with us. He has a band called Young Ritual. He's great too. But all these guys are from around Michigan, and
Okay.
these guys have been playing. I mean, I've known Aaron since I was in 7th grade, so we used to play on and off. But it's been kind of like the same guys, pretty consistently now for like, I would say since like 2019.
19.
So yeah. So
Okay.
it's been a minute since there's been. I mean, there's been a few fill-ins here and there, but for the most part, it's been
Well,
these dudes.
And that's kind of the funny thing because, you say Michigander and people think that's just you, but really you're Jason. And, but you are, I mean, the voice, the songwriter, singer, I mean, play guitar. I mean, I was playing your songs for my mom actually yesterday while we're sitting here getting ready. And she's like, wow, this is really nice.
Oh, I love that. We're a
But
big hit with the moms and the
no, and
dads.
but because I played her a few different ones, because I mean your range is, I love it, and
Oh, thank you.
the band behind you. And I will say there was a couple of dudes that were kind of roughhousing there when we watched you in that show where they were kind of wrestling around while you were playing up there.
Oh yeah, that's what we do. We try to have a good time. If it's not fun, it's not worth our time.
100%. That's what I took away. Is it just looked like you guys were all having the best time up there in Detroit. It was really, really cool experience. I mean, it was for us too, being the first time seeing you.
Mm-hmm.
That was that's venue I used to go to so much as a kid to see bands play, and we I think we sold it out that night, which was
Yeah, it was packed.
It was very surreal. Hoping we can do it again. It's very daunting
Absolutely.
to sell.
We will do
1,000
our
tickets.
best. We actually
Cool.
did a little collab with St. Andrews in March with Pigeons Playing Ping Pong. So
Oh, cool. Awesome. Yeah.
we'll definitely do our best to help get that sold out because there's nothing better than a sold out show. Everyone knows
Especially when you go home. You got
For
when
sure.
you get to the home state, you're hoping people will show up for you.
that. And, it was funny. I was talking to someone yesterday. Like, I'm not a concert snob, but I just like my experience, whatever. But there's some songs and some bands where you just need to sing along. I was looking at some of the videos from that show and hearing the crowd sing along in some of those parts. That was so cool. What does that feel like for you to like write some of those songs, probably like by yourself somewhere, and then be able to go out, do that, and hear them, sing it back to you like that?
That's a great question. It's very weird, especially because like at the beginning, I was just writing songs in my bedroom, and so a lot of those songs, I mean, some of the biggest ones, I just wrote in my bedroom alone, and you always have those big dreams and aspirations of people, people wanting to hear and like listen and stuff, but you don't know if that's gonna happen. You still never know. And to be able to like take those songs and go to a place where there's like a ton of people just singing the stuff back to you is pretty crazy. It doesn't get old, that's for sure. It's like there's nothing really better than that too. It's like a lot of bands like to go out and stuff after shows, but I'm just kind of like, I mean, why? Like the best thing possible just happened to me.
Right.
I'm gonna go to bed. And it always, I mean, truly, it always feels that way. It's just like the best possible, I don't know, the best possible thing. Like we're playing shows and we're like traveling around with my best friends playing music, and like that doesn't happen a lot, to a lot of people. I mean,
it's such a small percentage. Right?
Yeah, man. It's like really exciting and it's the best part is that like everybody who's with me is my friend. So it is just like hanging out with buddies and doing that too,
Yeah, and to kind of piggyback on that, have you played Lollapalooza once?
Yeah, we played in 2021.
Yeah, and I remember the the videos that you put out on that. I'm like, holy mackerel, the crowd was freaking insane, man.
I think that was our biggest crowd that we ever played for.
Yeah, you guys are having a ball, like you just said, just having the best time of your life.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to play a soccer stadium for like 25,000 people.
Oh, wow.
That was super cool.
Where was that?
That was here in Nashville.
Was it in Nashville? Okay.
It was like a off-season Premier League game with Sunderland and Liverpool. And
Nice.
It was awesome.
Neil's a Liverpool guy.
Yeah, we literally played for 6 minutes though.
Right.
By the time it started, it was over before you know it.
Sure,
I bet.
Yeah.
That's still a pretty cool experience, though, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was super cool.
Yeah,
it's always cool.
So you had that tour 2 years, I think, was the album Broadcast that came out then?
So what's kind of weird is the tour was called The Broadcast. It was supposed to be the tour for the last record, which was the self-titled everybody calls that album The Broadcast. I should just call it that. It's called Michigander. It's just a self-titled record.
I can't lie. I'm horrible with names of albums, songs, everything else.
Everybody says that. You'd be surprised. Anyway, we did that tour. It was supposed to be for the album, but the album wasn't done in time, so we went out and toured it anyway. It was kind of bad decision, to be honest. It was cool to like be out on the road and play, but like the album wasn't out, so not everybody really knew the songs yet. Like a few of them were out, but it was poorly timed.
Right.
And that no one's real fault. It's just kind of
there is definitely some killer tunes on that album, though.
Oh, thank you.
And I remember seeing those live, and like I said, it was just super cool. And I mean, to even really now understand that you were out there doing it without really support leading into it.
Yeah.
And seeing that crowd, you would have never guessed. You would have thought they knew those songs for like the last 10 years.
Well, that's nice to hear. Yeah.
For sure.
But I'm glad the record's out for this before we hit.
Yeah. So now you got another album. So you've basically 2 albums in just really a couple of years, really.
Yeah, I mean that's my job. is to make music. So I don't see why not. I don't see why I should slow down at all.
Heck no.
No, I agree. It's just, I mean, you don't really see that maybe as much anymore. But I think it's also a testament of how creative you are, right? You know, and you have the material and able to put it together with everyone. Like that's the part that always amazes me being a non-music
It
person.
amazes me.
You know, where you start like you can write lyrics, someone's doing this over here, and the next thing you know, it just kind of comes together. And I mean,
Yeah.
how does that kind of work for you guys? Like when you start doing that?
Well, it's the last record, the self-titled, that I had a long time to make it, and it like took like 2 years of making it. And then to make this one, I mean, I wrote and recorded it in like 6 weeks. So,
Wow.
But that was because I had a deadline. I was never given a deadline before, and at first I thought I'm gonna hate this. But as time went on, I decided, I really like this deadline thing. So I'm like kind of waiting for the next one,
Right.
Absolutely.
Slowly starting to figure out what that's all going to be about.
It's amazing what a deadline can do for you.
It's great. It's like I have a real job or something. It's like I have a boss.
No, totally. And I mean, I hate to say it, I have a real job and it's project management stuff. So it's the same thing. Like you have deadlines, manage to it and stay out of my way while I do it. But you got to get it done though, right?
Right. I mean, a deadline ain't a bad thing, man.
Right.
A real job ain't a bad thing.
So looking back, growing up, music, what'd you listen to? Anyone that you would say influenced you as you're going through this and everything?
Oh yeah, tons. I mean, the music I found was mostly like CDs at my local library. And because I didn't have the internet when I first started making music.
Right.
So I would just go. Well, some people did. We had dial up probably. But I mean, I don't even know.
Yeah, someone picks up the phone, you're kicked off, and then it's power to get back on. And
but I'm trying to think. It was probably just whatever. Like I saw Oasis CDs and Coldplay CDs and John Mayer CDs and Bob Dylan CDs and White Stripes CDs, just whatever was on the end caps at the library. And I'd rent them, and then I'd rip them to my computer, and then I'd listen to that all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's funny. You mentioned White Stripes. You did pull out a little tease of Seven Nation Army at that show in November, which I always say to Neil, sucker for a cover. That was an awesome tease, but you also did the U2 cover.
Oh yeah. Which, I don't like to do a whole cover. I think
I get that as an artist for sure, because your catalog speaks for itself, but I'm always like, you get a cover here or there, especially if you're playing, a lot of songs or whatever. But I wanted to say, I thought you did a great job with the U2 song.
Oh, thank you.
And I think the Seven Nation Army, that was just a cool kind of homage to the city and get everyone kind of fired up. So that was
had to do that there.
So do you remember what your first concert was as a fan?
My first, well, besides little local shows, with little local bands, I think the first show that I remember going to and buying a ticket, and it was probably $38. It was Coldplay at DT Pine Knob, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
But yeah, I saw that I think 2008 or something. I remember seeing that and just being pretty impressed and inspired and being like, "What the heck is this? This is huge. There's so many people here." And, that definitely changed my life for sure. And the cool part is all these years later, I have a new booking agent, and he's the guy who booked that show for Coldplay back in the day.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Now he books my shows.
It's crazy how things just end up connected down the road.
No, man. Yeah, it's cool. It's very cool. I told him that story. He's a great guy. I really love.
Yeah, me and Neil were both lucky enough to see Coldplay, and it is really a great show.
Yeah, I've seen them twice.
Yeah, I've seen them a couple times. They're amazing.
Yeah, they're super cool. I did see you did go to a pretty special concert, I think, last year, didn't you?
Oasis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to see Oasis in Chicago. It was so cool, man. I that was just the coolest. I never thought I'd be able to see them, because they broke up or whatever. But
Absolutely.
getting to see them was very surreal, and I will never forget that one.
You know, to me, I think that's like super cool because here you are going on tour, albums, this and that, but still, you're still a fan of live music.
Oh, I love, dude.
And
I go to too much stuff. I like. I'm definitely a fan.
what do you got coming up? I know traveling now might be hard,
that's
but
a good question. I'm trying to think what the last show I saw was. I just went to something. I saw David Byrne this summer. That was one of the best things I've ever seen.
That's super cool.
I just went to something. I just went to something that was amazing. I don't remember. I don't know if I have anything like coming up that I'm aware of. It's usually a last minute situation for me.
That's how it tends for me too. Now, especially now that I got a real job again.
Yeah.
The work schedule gets in the way sometimes.
I just don't have and it's also with touring and stuff, it's hard to make plans.
Oh, of course.
But,
so you're starting, when's the first show on the tour, right? It's just starting pretty quick.
Starts next month, which is crazy. I got to get to work.
Over there stretching.
Yeah. The first show is in Aspen, Colorado, and that is in about a month.
Nice.
28th or 29th of next month. So.
And then how many shows are on the tour?
Someone told me there's 33 or 34.
No shit.
Holy
so
mackerel.
we do like we go out west and we do the first chunk. So we go out through Colorado, up through the Pacific Northwest, down the coast, down to the Southwest, into Texas. I think we go up to St. Louis, and then we come home. And then we have 2 weeks off. And then we go and do the East Coast in the Midwest. It's really nice. We never used to do the weeks off thing. We used to just be okay, here, we're just going to keep going. But there's no reason not to do it that way.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it leads to burnout. You just keep going and going, right?
Yeah, it's nice to take, you get 2 weeks to just go home and chill and do laundry. And,
right.
and reassess your life.
Totally.
Yeah.
So you got the St. Andrews show, plus you got, I'm assuming Grand Rapids too, or not? Or
I can't say anything yet. But
okay. Shit.
We won't say anything.
We won't say anything at all. But no, I do know because you did a couple shows in Grand Rapids around Christmas time last year.
Yeah,
you did some pop-ups recently that were pretty well attended. So
yeah, those were super cool. We've been doing an annual holiday shows in Grand Rapids.
That's right. Yeah.
Every year they look a little different. This year it will look a little different than last year.
Right on.
Still trying to figure out what that looks like, because we don't want to just. That's kind of where the West Michigan is kind of where the band started and where it's feels like the most people care. So we're just kind of taking our time and figuring out what that's going to look like. But for Michigan, we're kind of all eyes set on the Detroit show. Trying to make that a big moment.
Oh, and I mean, St. Andrews is such an iconic venue.
Oh yeah, dude. So it's so sick.
I actually looked back way before it was a concert venue, in the 1800s. It was actually a Scottish place that they would go kind of meet and just kind of hang out and probably drink a crap ton of beer and stuff.
Yeah.
But and then eventually it turned into the venue and having the shelter in the basement, super cool because they always have awesome a lot of local acts or I just saw our Kels there from Hamilton, Ontario, were there in the shelter. That was super cool. But
what's crazy about them is they're a huge arena band in Canada.
Oh yeah.
And when they come to America, they're not. That's a big thing with Canadian bands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know what? We've always benefited from the Canadian music here in Detroit. We had 89X, and 93.9 The River. They were technically Windsor stations, so we'd get out. And I think still they have a law where I think it's over 60% of the music has to be Canadian based or whatever. So we would hear all that. It's like, oh my God, Tragically Hip. And then, Our Lady Peace, I just saw them,
Arcade
Strumbellas, Arcade Fire. I mean, so many cool bands. And
Yeah.
it's like you get to hear them way before anyone else does when you're in the Detroit or even Michigan, really, right? So,
There's a band called Valley that I like. They're
Okay.
From,
sweet.
They're from Toronto.
Right on.
nice.
I dig them. They're cool.
I did actually been to Canada quite a few shows. I took my mom. I mentioned her earlier to Paul McCartney at TD Coliseum when they had the big grand reopening last November.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then actually going back October 7th, Smashing Pumpkins. I got
Okay.
12th row. They're like my number one.
In Toronto?
In Hamilton, actually, right?
Okay, yeah, right before Toronto. Do you just
Yes.
drive there?
Yeah, I drive
Cool.
there quite a
It's
bit.
not far, right?
No, it's like a little over 3 hours maybe from here.
Oh, amazing,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, have you been to the shows over at Caesar's Palace?
You know what? Just went to Lord Huron there
Cool.
last month in July. It's super cool. Really nice venue. I'd never been there before.
You know, those guys are from Michigan.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah,
I already got
nice.
tickets to see them in December.
Oh, cool. I wish they would take us on tour. That would be a...
That would be.
You know what? I saw your post earlier. That is like the perfect combo right there,
Yeah.
actually.
It
Oh,
would
that
be
would be
very...
so bad.
That would be super cool. It was funny. Me and Neil went to their show at Meadowbrook last August.
Yeah, last-
Uh-huh.
And sometimes we'll do like tailgate episodes. So, because we just record on a MacBook, we don't do anything
Yeah.
special. So we plop the table there, throw the computer up, and we just start talking. People walk around like, who are they?
I love
We
that.
always, I'd say it's kind of like a cross between Wayne and Garth and Beavis and Butthead.
I love it.
I think everywhere. All of a sudden, all these cars just start showing up around us, and there's like 40 people piled around.
Oh, amazing.
So Neil just goes over to see if they have duct tape because our thing's flapping in the wind. Well, the lady ended up being the godmother of the lead singer of Lord Huron.
Oh, no way. That's crazy.
And her daughters are in the band Giacomo.
Oh,
who
yeah,
are
yeah,
local.
yeah.
Yeah, and they were opening. They were the first opener that night. And then I think
Oh,
it was
cool.
SG Goodman was
Oh,
before
SG
Lord.
Goodman's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so ended up having her on our show for a little bit.
Yeah.
And they've been
Oh,
talking,
that's cool.
actually created a cool little friendship since. But yeah,
That's
such a great
awesome.
band. Just saw them again. Can't wait for December. But I'm gonna hit them up too. I think you opening up would be perfect, especially for like
Yeah.
a Red Rock show.
That'd be cool. We
Yeah.
love playing Red Rocks. That's a...
So I mentioned
Cool
my number one band ever. We have a thing, Forever 5, Deserted Island. You have a phone, so like any digital thing, when you punch in that name of the artist or band, you can listen to it. So kind of your top 5. Yeah.
Are we going records, you think? Or
No,
artists?
just artists or bands.
Oh, man. And I'm on a desert I'm on a desert
And all
island.
you got's your iPhone. It's fully charged forever. You got Spotify, Apple Music, everything.
But I can only choose 5 of them.
Yep. So I'll give you a little. So like one of mine's Lou Reed, right?
Okay, yeah.
But I punch in Lou Reed. Spotify's going to spit out all those Velvet Underground songs he sang too.
Okay.
I used to have Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young in mine, and they've been retired since. But I kind of got a lot of those Neil Young songs, so you can kind of game the system. We're loosey goosey here.
I gotta be honest and real with this. Let me think. Dang. Well, Michigander, obviously. No.
Yeah.
You know what? I love that answer because one, you're only the second person ever to say themselves.
Oh no, I'm not gonna say myself.
No.
It doesn't matter. You're still going to be all over the playlist that comes out with your episode. So
Okay, I'm gonna say oh man, The National.
oh, nice. That's a Neil's
my
Forever
favorite.
5.
There you go, dude. I saw the shirt there. Yeah, they're my favorite band.
They're freaking so good.
Yeah, I love them. The Nationals one. I'm gonna say Bon Iver. Like
Nice.
and I think that will give me some extra goodies there. Coldplay, gotta say it. Oasis, and for my last one, man, this is so tough. I'm looking around my room. Okay, I'm gonna say this because I got my bases covered. I got the National, so I can cry. I got Bon Iver, so I can cry or chill. I got Coldplay because formative. I got Oasis because that's a party too. But I need something just to put on when I don't really want to listen to music. Just want to put it in the background. I really like it. I'm gonna go with Khruangbin. They're like an instrumental guitar band. I love.
I actually saw them at Bourbon and Beyond last summer.
Oh, awesome! Yeah, they're great. I just was looking at a poster. We played a festival with them, 2017.
Oh no shit!
Yeah, before they were famous.
Yeah, and they're out of, I think, Houston.
They were cool then. Yeah, they were still cool then.
Right. Yeah, no, that was cool to see them. I was over there checking them out because Fish was starting right after. That was the big headliner for the night. But that's a pretty cool festival. I think you'd fucking be perfect.
I've attended a couple times just to see.
Oh, have you? Okay, yeah, we're going back. I went solo last year, but me and Neil and we actually are dragging another friend along this year, end of September. So. Yeah, it's cool and not a bad drive. It's less than 6 hours from here, so cool road trip.
It's 3 hours from me, so I went up. I think 2 years ago I saw the National and War on Drugs there.
Oh no, I think War on Drugs there again this year.
Yeah, I saw that. That's kind of, but I think I'm gone.
Oh no shit.
But yeah. Okay. But yeah, those are my 5 artists.
Man, that was you were acting like, oh, I don't know, but you pulled out a pretty strong 5 there.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think
that's pretty good. Hey, I just wanted to thank you for joining us.
Totally.
It's been fun talking to you and finally meeting you. We've been back and forth on Instagram a little bit or threads even. And, everyone check out Michigander, new album, tour coming starting next month, playing St. Andrews, November 13th. Make sure we sell that one out. And everyone, 2 dudes, thanks for checking us out. Peace.
Cheers.
Thanks, Jason.
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, thank you guys. It was wonderful to meet you.
Yeah, you too. That was a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Yep. Good.
All right, Jason.
Peace and love. Bye.